it's not just like doom and gloom, but like there is hope. And actually there's moments where it's so bad that you will just laugh about how ridiculous it is, how horrible it is, you know, and that's what we show in the movie.
Sometimes you can feel a vibration in Orkney, a low rumble. It takes over the whole island and every part of your body. But there is only so much height any wave can sustain before it comes crashing down.
I think it's important to show movies about addiction because there's so much stigma around it. There's so much confusion, whether you're just sort of like outwardly judging someone who is going through this particular illness, or you've been affected by it yourself. You've seen someone you love go through it and you can't understand why they can't just quit. You can't understand why they can't choose you over the substance. There's still so little talk about it, and I think especially for women actually, and also that sort of reintegration for addicts into normal life once they've gone into recovery is an incredibly tough period. And you know, recovery does not go in a straight line. There's every chance that you're going to relapse. We say it in the movie. So it's a real sort of ongoing battle. And I think what I learned was that the strength of character that people in recovery gain and possess is something that we could all learn from. Like, they're doing multiple therapy sessions a day. They have to become in touch with themselves in a way that I think most people don't. They have like a vulnerability and a lack of pride that we could all learn from.
So how long do you think you'll stay here for? I have a life that I have to get back to.
How's Mum?
She offered to put me into her prayers. I'm scared. I miss it. I miss how good it made me feel.
It never gets easy, just gets less hard.
My body is a continent. My breath pushes the clouds across the sky. And the waves roll into the shore in time with my beating heart.
It's very different. It couldn't be more different. Well, I realised after producing that there's a lot that's kept from an actor. There's so much that you don't know about what's going on behind the scenes. Jack and I had no idea about budgeting, financing, all that sort of stuff. But in terms of the creative side of it, we were ready to go and we had so much to give. And our main goal was to make the other actors and Nora feel as safe and as creatively liberated and empowered as they could be. We know what it's like to work on a safe set and what it's like to not work in that environment and how the work becomes affected by that. So that was really, really important to us. And I think for Jack and I, we still want to stay more in our creative roles. And if anything, I think we would want to direct. So the producing is allowing us to just have an idea of what's involved in preparation and development and financing. And we want to continue to develop stuff, but we'll want to do it with bigger companies.
I want to go where culture is, like
How
New
in the
York,
world did I raise such a
or at least
snob?
Connecticut or New Hampshire, where writers live in the
Get
woods.
into those schools anyway.
Mom!
You should just go to City College. You know, with your work ethic, just go to City College and then to jail, and then back to City College, and then maybe you'd learn to pull yourself up and not expect everybody to do everything.
Lady Bird, is that your given name?
Yeah.
Why is it in quotes?
I gave it to myself. It's given to me by me. I don't think anyone's had more of an impact on me than Greta. She continues to inspire me all the time. It's really lovely to become older and feel even closer to her. Because I was, 22 when we did Lady Bird. I was really intimidated by Greta because I was a huge fan of hers, so I really wanted to impress her. And I kind of spent that whole movie just being convinced that she'd hate everything I was doing, and I wasn't like cool enough to hang out with her and stuff. Yeah, we've just kind of got this really special working relationship that's like nothing I really have with anyone else.
I'm working on a novel. It is a story of my life and my sister's.
Make it short and spicy. And if the main character is a girl, make sure she's married by the end.
Ow, Joe!
My girls have a way of getting into mischief.
Well, so do I. This is Meg, Amy, Beth, and Joe.
I intend to make my own way in the world.
No one makes their own way, least of all a woman. You'll need to marry well.
But you are not married, aren't you?
Well, that's because I'm rich.
When I reread the first Little Women, I remember I was sat next to Jack and I read the first few pages, and the way it describes her physicality and even like the way she runs and walks was me. Like, it just felt like Louisa May Alcott was describing me. Greta's got like a process with her casting. It was the same on Lady Bird as well. So I think she was gonna have me in it, but she didn't know exactly in what capacity. So I just went up to her and I was like, so we'll do Little Women together. And she's like, yeah, no, we're gonna do Little Women together. And I was like, and I'll be Joe. So I think she maybe even like took a couple of days to think about it. And then I have this email somewhere where she sent it to me and she was like, yes, you were always Joe. There was never gonna be anyone else. So yeah, I felt like I had more confidence by the time we moved into Little Women, which was great.